everybody. Welcome to Pro Gun. I thought today that I would go over some guns for girls. We're going to call them guns for girls. Seems to me that maybe girls are women are a little underserved when it comes to guns. I know down here in Tennessee, especially East Tennessee, we have a lot of transplants. And we have a lot of transplants from states that are, we're going to call them not gun friendly, specifically California, New York, and New Jersey. So I get a lot of women who come up to me and say, I don't know anything about guns, never touched a gun, never saw a gun. So a couple of weeks ago, I have a women's group that I belong to, and I had a little primer on guns. I mean, I let them touch them. I am certainly not any sort of a gun instructor. None of that. I just had these guns for them to look at, to see, to touch, to feel, pick up, whatever. Asked a lot of questions. We had a huge back and forth question and answer period. Everybody was very interested in it. So, having said that, I'm going to give you some of the guns that we looked at. I'm going to tell you what I like, what you like may be different. But so we're going to look at, and this is real basic stuff. So if you know about guns, this is not for you. This video is really for women who know next to nothing about guns. So we've got basically two, and I'm only going to show you two. We've got revolvers, okay? And they look like this, all right? Okay, so that's one. And the other type of gun we have, and all these guns are unloaded. This is my own home. I am not going to show you. They're all unloaded, but you have to trust me. They are all unloaded. This is a semi-automatic. Okay? So that's all I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you two different types of guns. I'm going to show you a couple of each one, just so you can get an idea. So first of all, when I first moved to Tennessee, I had seen this gun. This is called the Charter Arms Lavender Lady. It's a 38 special. Don't worry about caliber for the moment. That's, way past whatever you're gonna need in this video. Anyway, Charter Arms 38 Special Lavender Lady. Love the gun, love the gun. I love the size of it. It's very compact. It's very cute. It's purple. Love the purple. So my husband bought me this gun when we moved down here. I thought I was gonna love it, and quite frankly, I don't love it. It's probably because I am older, and I'm gonna tell you that has a lot to do with my choice of guns. If you're, let's say, older, I'm going to say in my 60s, might be a different gun than you choose in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s, okay? But in my 60s, this gun did not work for me. And I'm going to tell you why. And it doesn't matter what size revolver. I'm going to show you the next revolver, which is going to be huge. But the problem with this gun is the recoil. The recoil on this gun is, and I hope you can see it, but the recoil on this gun is this. That's the recoil on a revolver, okay? It snaps your hand back. You can hold it as hard as you want. You could try it as hard as you want, but especially on a short barrel 38 special like this, you're going to get a lot of recoil. The recoil is that. Very hard on my wrist. The last time I shot it, I vowed would be the last time I was going to shoot it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I like it. It's very concealable. You can keep it in your purse, whatever. But that's entirely up to you if that kind of recoil is going to bother you. This one is the Taurus Tracker. Sorry, Taurus Tracker 357. It's my husband's gun. I don't know anything about it, but this is really nice. Again, it's a revolver. Same thing. It's got the, you pull it out, you open it up, you put the bullets in, you close it up, and that's it. And you pull the hammer back, and you shoot the gun. This gun has a lot of recoil too. The recoil is the same motion. It's a little bit better because it's got this what's called a ported barrel here. And instead of all of the gas being projected through the barrel, some of the gas escapes through these ports on the side. So it makes the recoil a little better. But the gun is heavy. I mean, whatever. If you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, you want to try that gun out. That's a beautiful, beautiful gun. All right. So that's it for the two revolvers. Now, we're going to move on to the semi-automatics, okay? Now I have a couple of these, and I have two of them that I use regularly. And they're both M&P, Smith & Wesson M&P Shields, okay? These are called EZ. And the reason they're called EZ is because the slide is easy to rack, okay? Somebody knew that women were going to have trouble racking the slides when they got to a certain point, or to a certain age, or to a certain ability, or I had a woman who has arthritis. She can't do it. So the slide on these is easy to rack. This is a semi-automatic. This is my it's called the S&P Easy Shield Easy 380. Okay, women like a 380. Now I did have a the Ruger 380, which I thought was very cute. It's very small. It was about this big. Okay, the gun itself was very small. I thought it was great for concealing, keeping it in my purse, keeping it in my pocket, keeping it in my car. Great idea. Till I went to pull the slide back on it, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Just because it was small did not mean that it was going to be easy to pull the slide back, and it was not. It was a nightmare. I said, this gun's no good for me. I don't care what size it is. I don't care how concealable it is. It's not going to work for me because I can't pull the slide back, and I tend not to keep one in the chamber. I know, whatever, but I tend not to keep one in the chamber. So if I needed to that gun in an emergency, I could not pull that slide back very quickly. This gun, however, as you can see, it's easy to pull back. So this is one of my preferences. Now, this is the 380, and this is the 9mm. Okay, they're both made by S&P. They look like they're made on the same frame. I'm almost thinking that they are. I mean, to me, they look very similar in size. This. Which one? I mean, do your research. This is a 380. This is a 9mm. A little more stopping power, obviously, with the 9mm. This is the gun that I carry every day. All right, when I don't carry every day, but when I do carry, this is the gun I carry. Again, it's an EZ. The slide is easy to pull back, so nobody would ever have a problem with that. So this is the 9mm. Again, they look very similar. This one, the 9 is heavier, I will tell you that, and they're both unloaded, and it's still pretty heavy. So you might consider those. I love these if you like the semi-automatic. Now, funny enough, when we were camping a couple weeks ago, we went to a gun range while we were camping, and my husband said, you got to try my Glock, and this is 10mm Glock, Glock 20, 10mm. And he said to me, you got to try this Glock. Oh my gosh, I picked this gun up, and I loved it. We were doing some target shooting. The sight on it is beautiful. It's accurate. I mean, I love a Glock. Anyway, again, it's a great gun. I mean, it is a great gun. The problem is, it's a little heavier. This is the 9 I carry. It's a little heavier. It's a little bigger. But, you may say, wow, this is the best gun ever, and I'm going to make this one work, and that's fine. But bear in mind that it's bigger, it's heavier, it's bulkier. But I could pull a slide back on it, which I did appreciate. Again, so this is the Glock 10mm, Glock 20 10mm. Okay. So anyway, like that gun, love that gun a lot. We had a lot of fun with this one at the range. Now, what if you just want to go for fun? Your husband wants to take you, you want to go, you have friends who want to go, whatever, and you just want to go to the range. This is the it's a Beretta. Okay, this is a 22 caliber Beretta. This is a great gun. This is a fun gun. This was great for going to the range with. Bam, 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 bam. You just shoot forever and ever and ever, and it's easy. This gun is great, accurate. We really had. I had a good time with this gun. I was pinging that target like crazy with this gun. But again, for defense weapon, probably not. I mean, you'd almost be better off throwing it at them and hoping you hit them. But it's really fun to shoot. So if you're interested in doing just range shooting or target shooting, or just want to go out and, out in the backyard, if you can do it, we could do it here, but if you could do it by you, this is fun. This is really a lot of fun. So that is it for the different kinds of guns that I think women might be interested in. Again, so you've got your revolver. The other thing I was going to say is, with the revolver, as I showed you before, the recoil is this, which is very hard on the wrist, I will admit. Now, the nice thing about the semi-automatic is when you're shooting this semi-automatic, when you shoot it, the slide is sliding back. So the recoil is more like this, okay? I might exaggerate it, but it's more like this, okay? As opposed to this. It's not hard on the wrist. It may be hard on other part of your body, I don't know. But I've never had a problem with this, which is really one of the reasons I ended up switching to a semi-automatic. So the recoil on this is more like, hopefully not that much, but more like that. So that's my take on some of the women, some of the, and this is not exhaustive. Believe me, it's not exhaustive. But again, if you just wanted an intro and you wanted to, get some information about different types of guns, that's it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Pro Gun. Thanks.